Greetings, Internet. DDA here with another local game match, the finals match, actually, at the Glassboro Case Tournament that happened almost 3 weeks ago now. And here we have Rob facing off against, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but we got an Empowered Cell build versus Rob's Angry Krillin build. And we actually have Rob commentating with us again today. How you doing, Rob?
Yo, DDA, I'm doing well. How's it going?
Yeah, so this is the what was your thoughts going into this match? Ooh, the cell's going to start out here first.
My thoughts were that I don't really know much about the Saiyan matchup, and then Cell was a new personality for me, so I'm like looking at all the cards, as you can tell from right here, just trying to get an idea of what his goal is. Is he a physical beat, energy beat deck?
Yeah, so
What's the
both players dropping down, visiting the path very early. So Cell's going to give himself an anger with the Empowered Mastery. Looks like you got a did I see a resistance in your hand?
wall breaker and resistance?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. So keeping the Wall Breaker, really good keeping Wall Breaker against Empowered Cell.
it's the only way I think you can shut down empowered mastery.
Rob playing mind games with his opponent, playing on his cell phone, being like, I don't care about this match. I'm not worried about this match. The Empowered Cell actually has Stare Down in his hand right now. Looks like an interruption as well. Does he have his own Wall Breaker?
I don't think I saw wall breaker in his hand.
He's thinking about entering. It doesn't look like he has very much anger in his hand, which is probably why he's contemplating entering right now. Plus, both players have visiting the pass down. Not really helping
It's in the
either.
discard pile though.
Yeah.
Doesn't really affect the game yet.
People sometimes really, a lot of my builds don't have visiting, and this is the primary reason. It doesn't help early game. So he's going to enter on you, start off with his power. Oh no, he's actually going to start off with Stare Down, which is far superior. Probably getting rid of the Wall Breaker.
Yeah, he's going to go for that. I might grab that next turn with VTP if he gets rid of it.
I'm trying to see what else he has in his hand. Hard to tell. But you got Foreshadow, I'll Dig Your Grave, Resistance. So you have Resistance to respond with Cell's power. Not that that's going to matter too much. Yeah, obviously choosing the Wall Breaker there.
I think that was, yeah, good move for that guy.
So it looks like he has 9 stages right now. So the dig will not take him to 0.
Start off with Krillin's power. He's going to take the damage, it looks like.
Oh, really good damage there. Oof. Although he does have Visiting the Past in play, so he can grab that time next combat.
It was for a clean 5. Crit the anger.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to be able to curb his anger really well this combat. You did crit his anger there. You have your Mastery for another crit. Oh, boy. Key Burst not really doing much because he's not a higher level than you. So it's not going to be activating the effect. So this is another reason why originally I only ran 2 copies of this card in my Empowered Cell build, because you really don't want to draw it in the first combat. It's really kind of useless in the first combat.
What's that card do again?
If you're a higher level than your opponent, you no one can use non-style. No one can play non-style cards.
Whoa.
Yeah, so since you guys are both level 1, it's not really doing much.
Okay.
So it looks like you're going to just take the damage, save the resistance for his power to actually mitigate some stages on him.
Mastery probably now.
Yep, Mastery. Oh, he had a spear in his hand.
Whew.
Interesting build here. Running Dominations, Keepers, and Spheres. A lot of tech against control decks. Not necessarily a bad idea, but it would reduce his power against more aggressive decks.
Gonna stop that energy attack. Go up to 3 anger.
So shooting off Rescue here. So obviously he didn't really enter with the intent to do very much damage. Entering with a Key Burst, a Sphere, and a Rescue. Looks like he's just trying to get a little bit of anger and Rescue to really help him push up levels.
Yeah, and get the momentum of the game started. Fill up the discard pile for VTPs and whatnot.
So I'm not sure who's actually in a better position right now with VTP, because he he does have time, but you have wall breakers, so I'm not sure which one's better at this point. So he's considering right now what to rejuvenate with rescue. He was thinking about VTP, which honestly wouldn't be a bad pick, considering the 5 cards he has in his discard pile are spectacular right now.
Oh, wow. He might go for that enhanced reflexes.
Yeah,
Nope.
enhanced reflexes would also be a good pick against Krillin.
He went for time. That's a good one.
Rejuvenating the time, I guess not really intending on visiting for it. He's probably going to go for the enhanced reflexes or the sphere.
Hmm.
So combat's over. Survived, didn't take much damage. Ooh, there's a disc.
Nice. Disc, dig, and foreshadowing.
It's too bad he does have enhanced reflexes in his discard pile. He may grab that.
Hmm.
You do have 3 angers, so entering with your power looks like you're going to enter. This is actually a pretty good play here, I feel.
Wall breaker.
Yep, entering and probably opening with the wall breaker.
I think, did I put the foreshadow into the bottom, maybe? That would probably be the best bet.
Yeah.
Enhance.
Yep, just going for the enhanced reflexes. Superior pick against Krillin. You do have a disc in hand. The only thing that's sad about your hand right now is if you did choose, you did choose the foreshadowing. You don't actually have any black style cards in your hand right now. So you can't use your mastery.
He ain't going up for a while. Wall breaker.
Yeah, for those who say that Wallbreaker is not good against Cell, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just don't understand. Look at him. He has Draining Attack in his hand right now.
Shut him down.
Shut down by Wallbreaker.
Wow, that could have been a very different game combat if I didn't Wallbreaker.
Well, actually, he can shut off Wallbreaker right now with that energy focus.
And I think that's what he does. He shuts off Wallbreaker, Power Up, and at this point, I reminded him that he has to do 3 total. So rescue gets shut off as well.
Yeah. So it hurts him a little bit, but is much more powerful for him because he's going to shut off the wall breaker and he has the Draining Attack in his hand.
Okay. Maybe I'll power up, get out of combat, or use Krillin's power. I don't know what the best move is here at this point.
Well, you can't get out of combat because he did shut it off with that focus.
Correct.
Yeah, if you could get out of combat right now, that'd be really good for you. It doesn't look like he's going to get Wallbreaker off of him. It doesn't look like he has the damage to do that. So as long as you can survive the combat, you can maybe stick him on level 2 for a while.
Let's see here. Whose turn is it? I think I used Krillin's power.
Yeah. You can just activate the mastery just to level, which wouldn't be a bad play, I feel.
True. Yeah. He takes Krillin's power. It's a smart move.
Oh, there's the other draining, so that's going to actually hurt him a lot, I feel. He already used his visiting, and he has the other one in his discard pile. He is going to be able to get 1 draining off, and Saiyan, although...
Wow, it doesn't seem like this selling power...
I'm sorry, Rob?
It doesn't look like the Saiyan Empowered has much endurance in his deck.
He doesn't have much endurance. Yeah, he's playing more control-y cards than I would play in a Cell Empowered. Like, he's got 2 blinding energy moves. We've already seen all 3 domination, key burst, and sphere. Just a very control-oriented empowered build. Much different than the one that I released online. So he's going to shoot off his Cell power, do some stages of damage. So it looks like he's pretty high in the bracket, so he's probably D, so this is probably going to be doing 6 stages. So you can potentially drop your mastery or shoot dig. I'm not sure which one you're doing. I think you're actually doing dig here. Well, he does have the enhanced reflexes in his hand, so dropping the disc for your mastery would actually not be a bad play.
It was at this point in the game when he asked, "Are we going to go up?" before stopping the card. And I turned to you, DDA, because you're sitting right next to me, and you reply by saying it's pivotal to the card.
Whether it hits or not, right?
Yeah. He's like, "Are we going to go up?" I'm like, "Well, you have to choose to stop it first, sir."
I always give the best judge-related answers, I feel. It's pivotal to the card,
It's oh
whether,
my
whether or
gosh,
not it's done.
so great.
So he's still sitting on that draining in his hand. He's
Hmm.
got it. He knows, yeah, here it comes. Big
Oh,
bad draining.
shoot it off.
So, I mean, just showing the power of Saiyan. Because, Restored wouldn't be able to do this right now. So, it's give and take with the difference between Restored and Empowered.
Hmm.
Because Wallbreaker, unless he drew into Leaping Kick, Wallbreaker is almost just as bad a shutdown card against Restored as it is against Empowered. It's worse against Empowered, but one Black Scout maneuver from Krillin and then a wall breaker can pretty much seal the game against Restored Mastery as well. Rob, looks like you're feeling sad over there, man. You're like,
Oh, I ditched Destructor Disc for my mastery for the level.
yeah. So you could have actually shot off disc there. Oh, he actually went to discard the blinding energy. He was not thinking it was a freestyle card. You could have actually shot off the disc there because he did enhance reflexes your power, or the dig actually.
Yeah, but I don't think I had any stages on Krillin. He knocked
Oh,
me
okay.
down.
It's
So
difficult for us to see because for some reason you're putting it all the way over to the right hand side of the map.
here he ends combat, which is a smart move because either way, he's going to lose that card in his hand from Krillin's level 2 power.
Right. So he's basically saving himself 3 damage and doing a little bit of damage just by using that card.
Yeah. And that was my combat that I entered into.
Yep. And you still have, like I said, he didn't have enough damage to kill that wall breaker, so he's still in not the best position right now.
Looks like it's a swipe, knee catch. We didn't catch the third card there.
Declaration.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a pretty strong defensive hand. Probably not going to enter on this, but you do have the declaration to answer the enrage. He's certainly not going to shoot off enraged until he can gain anger.
As you can tell, both of us are really taking our time in this match because it's for 2 boxes of cards. So.
Right. This was actually a case tournament, and both of the players talked about splitting the case at the finals. But you see, those in Team Eevee, we go for blood. We go for victory.
We ain't about splitting.
So Rob was having none of that. So it looks like we got a spin kick, and I'll dig your grave. Is that a Saiyan focus in his hand? I think it is.
Yeah.
So he actually has a pretty strong hand against a Krillin deck, especially with the Saiyan focus. He can respond to Krillin's power. Oh, it's a hand swipe. Hand swipe? Is that emergent? It's hard for me to tell these cards, but he's keeping the hand swipe. Really good on him to keep that against Krillin's level 2 power. Not only will he save himself damage, but he'll also save himself discarding a card.
All right.
Oh, he plays one of that new card, that new energy that's kind of like targeted strike. That's what that is. I can't remember the name of it. But if it hits, you can use the power of you can use the immediate effect of a Dragon Ball in play.
Looks like I have 2 swipes, a finger block, and a Crusher Beam in my hand.
Wow, that is an extremely powerful hand. You got a finger block, 2. Wow, you have to enter on that.
I ain't gonna pass that up.
Alright, so he's immediately going to use his level 2, Banish. So the Crushing Beam is actually going to cost you 4 stages, though, which is, wow, and your power. So you're looking at, just by doing Crushing Beam and your power, to drain yourself 8 stages.
But I do have the finger block. If he throws down a physical attack, I can get some stages back.
Yeah, which you're probably going to use on that card, which he just got, because if it hits, he's going to draw a card, because chances are he's going to banish the Wall Breaker. Really excellent card that Saiyan got in the Perfection set. Amazing card. 4 Wall Breaker tech, which is exactly what Saiyan needed. It's even further than that, because you can use it aggressive with your own attached cards, but it helps further with Wall Breaker. Ooh, Stare Down, an energy attack, and an Enrage. So he does have the Stare Down, which is nice. Good play there by Rob, starting off with the declaration on Intimidation. Doesn't want him removing his power up.
It's also good when you're playing with Black Krillin to have your opponent go first because it gives you more hand advantage control.
Yeah, he's gonna open up with stare down on you. Chances are. Um, I don't see why he wouldn't, especially since you didn't open with confrontation. So stare down. I'm not sure what he's gonna pick here. He may either go for crushing beam or finger block. I don't think he doesn't have any energy blocks in his hand. So
Hmm.
chances are he might go for crushing beam. Yep, gonna discard the crushing beam. Just give you all those blocks, let you have them. You're still gonna be able to respond with your power, which you're gonna be doing right now. So he'll probably discard Enrage. He'll get the leaping kick off to remove Wall Breaker, but then you're just gonna be able to Mastery and stop him this combat from doing anything else.
Hmm.
He does have Enraged on the board though. So after he gets off Wall Breaker, he can potentially jump up to level 3.
True.
Yep, right now I think he's telling you that you had to pay an extra stage for your power. Not sure. But I think he's thinking about what he wants to discard right now. He has to discard the Enraged. He's gonna have no hand pretty soon, so.
It's taking a while to decide here.
Luckily, you do have the finger block to respond with his level 3 power.
Yeah, that's the key against Cell. Always making sure you have some sort of physical stop in your hand.
So yep, doing the leaping kick here. This is tough, actually. So you're either going to give him a card draw, or you're going to stop his level 3 power. Does he have... Oh, actually, you know what? He won't get to level 3. Oh, well, he could with Rescue. This is really tough, man. Tough call on that. So stopping it, not giving him the card draw, potentially risking the damage from his level 3 power.
Mastery.
Mastery, obviously, to discard that last card. So now he has no hand, but he does have 5 anger on the board.
Yep.
So you only have a swipe in your hand. You could power up to end combat, which honestly at this point wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, that's what I think I might do here. You gotta get out of there.
Yeah, just allowing him to get 2 levels is not the best thing. And he gets draining back as well. What card does he draw? I didn't see that. Oh, actually, oh wait, no. He doesn't gain a level because he rejuvenated 1 non-Saiyan card. So he's at actually 4 anger right now. He only gained 3 from Enraged. What?
Maybe.
What's he doing?
I'm confused.
Alright, good. Yep, so he's at 4 anger.
Okay. Power up. I play power up and get out of that combat before he gets to level 3.
Well, he actually didn't have any... Oh, well, he could have, yeah, used the card from... Wow, it looks like he's taking back his Rejuve with Rescue. Oh, I think... Oh, okay. So he immediately did Enrage, then Rescue, and you wanted to respond with Power Up, I feel.
Yeah, I guess he double turned on me. Double actioned. What's he got in his hand over there?
So we got 3... I think he has 3 anger right now, because he didn't get a chance to activate the Rescue. Wow, that was like pivotal for you, for him rejuvenating that non-style card with Enraged.
That was super helpful for sure.
It really sucks that you're not on your level 1, so you can't really do critical damage effects to curb his anger that way. You really need to get another wall break on him.
Let's see what happens here.
So this is actually a tough matchup for Cell. You know, not the best. Both black and mainly just black against Saiyan, and blue. Blue and black do really well against Cell. because it has, discard pile removal and just general disruption, hand disruption, so it can slow down Cell.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Plus, for both blue and black, the stop physical attacks in their decks are very good.
Yeah, and blue will always have the mastery to respond to the physical with.
Yeah.
So you've done very well so far keeping him, checked in anger. This is the third combat, so it's taken him 3 combats to get to level 3.
Wall breaker. First 2 turns.
So you got 2 swipes, a tug, and a searching technique. So not really the best position for you right now. Your only real hope is that he goes either defensive or he goes for energy beats on you. If he would go with strong physical attacks, you would be in a very bad position. Okay, so he's actually going to get domination. He's probably going to open with that. It's only going to shut off your tug of war, which isn't the worst thing. Actually, it is kind of bad because it's a little bit of anti-anger. Yeah, because if he opens up with domination, he'll have 4 anger. He could have responded with tug there, so this is actually going to hurt. Oh, wait, no. He's leveling.
Either way, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
I have no stop physicals in my hand.
Yeah, so you'll at least have to take the 7 from Cell. It looks like he's actually playing this build hybrid beats. He has a lot of energies, but he does also have some physicals, like left kick, I see. But I haven't seen many physicals outside of left kick. I really like that energy, that new Saiyan energy that's like targeted strike. It's pretty cool.
I forget, what
What
does
you
it do?
just banished.
What does that do?
It's like if it hits, you can use the power of an immediate effect. You can use the immediate effect of a Dragon Ball in play.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, really strong. I mean, there are no Dragon Balls on the field right now, but if there were, I assume he plays like 7 and 3 to make use of that card.
Yeah. That'd be great with that card.
So just doing 4 life cards. Oh yeah, you stopped it with swipe. So because he got in his hand still.
Think I'm gonna shoot off Krillin's power now. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
that would be the best move. Just trying to get rid of some cards in his hand. Right. Responding with the outrage. Looks like he has spin kick and an energy attack in his hand. He has the aerial assault or the aerial. It's like aerial something. It gets a drill if it hits. So luckily you have the block to respond with that. But yeah, doing Cell's power for a clean 7 damage. Wow, actually not hitting that much endurance, which is unlike your deck. It's good for you.
That's super good for me.
Yeah, saving the endurance on the cards, the attacks that you can actually use endurance on. So you can do your mastery. I'm not sure if you want to save the searching technique for next combat. I, at this point, probably would want to do the mastery.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure what I'm gonna do here. Maybe I'll just pass. See what he does.
Yeah, either or would be a fine play, because he has 2 cards in his hand, so it looks like you actually are gonna pass. And he'll respond with a spin kick. That's sad. It would have been much better if he did the energy attack and you could have discarded the spin kick.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
So this is gonna hit pretty hard. He's actually in F. You're probably in C, considering you paid 3 stages for your power.
It drops me down to 0, it looks like.
Yeah.
So then I just shoot off my mastery.
Looks like he does have enough cards in your discard pile to level up to 4. So he'll drop you down to your 3, but honestly, that may help you more than hurt you. If you can get a chance to use your level 2 power before he drops you down, it will actually help you a lot.
It's a good point.
Give you an extra attack. Plus then you'll have the crits on your level 1 to curb his anger, but at this point, since he's going to be jumping up and down, it almost doesn't matter.
Of course he's going to target the disc.
Both players running blinding energy move, not liking combat. What cell deck doesn't like combat?
I think when you're on cell level 3 and you get the option to banish cards in your opponent's discard pile, you always go for the stop physical attacks.
Yeah. I mean, cell level 3 is almost like a win condition in itself. It does 7 unpreventable, and it banishes 5 cards from their discard pile. So it's so much power from a single card.
Yeah. I always wonder why the cell players don't grab the physical stops first. I guess they're scared of the beatdown effect from the opponent,
Yeah.
but your power in itself is going to beat your opponent down, so you want to get rid of those. Then get rid of the beatdown cards. Look, BTP.
So pretty strong draw here, actually. Yeah, VTP, declaration, and a searching technique. Really strong there. So yeah, actually passing there did give you one advantage. You were able to mastery the swipe instead of mastering the black searching technique. So now you played that this turn. So good on you. Good job, Rob. You know how to play your deck.
If you play with it for a while, you'll learn the routes of the deck. That's why I think it's good to stick with one deck for a little while.
Yeah, totally. You definitely can't learn a deck just by playing it a few times online or a few times with your friends. Got to do a little bit more than that, especially go to some major tournaments and play your deck against multiple different kinds of matchups. That's when you really learn it. You'll learn your deck.
Oh, for sure.
So pretty strong hand, aggressive hand.
A disc, a declaration, a black blind inverse, and a black foreshadowing.
That's disc? Oh, I guess it is disc. I thought it was crushing game, but I think it is disc.
It's a very strong hand. Definitely would make sense to enter.
Yeah, the only problem is you don't have an answer for... You do have VTP on the field. You don't have an answer for his level 3 power, so you could get an answer with VTP.
This is why you banish physical stops first. Because you want your power to go through.
So do you have any anger? I don't think you have any anger right now. If he drops you down, if you get a knee catch, that's
Right.
4 anger automatically, so you could potentially jump yourself back up to 2. Look at that banish pile he has.
Massive.
That's a thick banish pile, sir.
Hopefully foreshadowing gets a lot off in this banish pile.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What do you think you're going to put to the bottom of your life deck?
Maybe the declaration or
Blinding
the
burst.
blind burst.
Yeah, probably the declaration. The blinding burst will allow you to level, because that's 5 anger then if you get a knee catch. I'm not sure if there was one in your discard pile.
I think I saw a finger block on my discard pile. Ooh, nope.
The foreshadow is really good right now. Getting rid of disc potentially? Oh no, you're not going to enter. Too scary for you. Well, you know, you do have an advantage in life cards right now. And he's an aggressive cell deck. He has to enter on you. So...
Plus his level 4 power grabs a card.
Yeah. So this is a good play on you because you'll be able to equal his card advantage with your visiting if he enters on you, which he has to.
Yeah, he's going to, for sure.
Also good to discard the foreshadow in case he opens with domination. We've already seen 2 key bursts hit the field. He's used 1.
Right.
So potentially he doesn't have 1 left in his life deck.
Is domination banished after use?
It's not.
Wow.
It's not banished. A piece? Oh wow, really not the best.
Can't enter now.
Yeah, he really wanted to go aggressive, I feel here. These non-combats really aren't helping him. Ooh.
Tough.
It might hurt him a lot to pass there.
Alright, let's see what we draw.
Oh wow, power up. Really going to be putting on some good pressure here. Got a choke and an optic blast. Don't really think you should enter on this because you'll be 2 cards down against the cell. You do have power up though.
Maybe enter and then power up.
Enter searching technique, then power up.
Yeah, why not?
So it looks like you're actually going to enter. You do have power up to fall back on, so this is not a bad play whatsoever. So it looks
Sure.
like probably, yeah, I figured you'd put the Optic Blast on bottom.
All right, now I can do his entering combat shenanigans.
Yeah, it's good for you to get the first action on Cell. Um, because, he has domination. He may grab, you'll see what he grabs with his level 4 power, and then you can adequately respond to that. So if he would get like an energy focus, you may want to just immediately power up.
Get out of there!
Told you. You were so lucky. I did math.
So I'm not sure what the card he kept in his hand. It's really sad that when he's going to get overwhelming power. So not a bad play there. He's going to be able to discard 2 of your setups and drills.
Maybe at this point you definitely either end combat or start your technique right away.
Yeah, one or the other. Searching technique might not be a bad play. He'll discard your power up though. That's the only thing.
Right.
This is hard, sir. I'm not sure what the best play here is.
That's tough. Let's see what happens. I forget. All right.
Was he got it? He does have an energy focus in his hand. I think he has a key burst as well, so he can actually shut off every card in your hand except the finger block. So, I mean, you don't know that, but he has the perfect hand to counter what you have on the field right now. If you don't start with power up, this may not be a good combat for you. Oh, look at this guy.
Snap.
Look at this guy. The foresight, advanced black Krillin player.
Yikes.
Knowing to start with power up, very, very good on you to do that, because he has to keep overwhelming power in his hand. I'm not sure what tech cards he has left in his deck to answer your board.
Ditching the disc and choke to keep the finger block.
I mean, he had the key burst in his hand. That would have shut down those 2.
True.
So, I mean, you definitely want to keep the finger block. It looks like he keep the key burst in his... No, he kept the overwhelming power.
Shenanigans!
Hopefully you draw Sphere. Or no, you don't play Spheres, do you?
Nah.
Wow, more non-combats over there on the Cell side. Just not really being able to go aggressive when he wants to go aggressive is really hurting him right now.
True. Okay. Command, Optic Blast, and Tug of War. No, Blind and Burst.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty strong hand over on that side. Just probably going to drop that whole hand. Maybe Rejuvenate Blinding Burst.
Yeah.
Yep, giving yourself 2 anger, so that way, when you guys finally do get in combat, you can easily jump back up to the level 2.
Alright.
You have 2 declarations in play to respond to his Visage.
Does he have overwhelming power in his hand, though?
Yeah, he does, but I'm not sure if he's going to want to leave your searching technique on the board. It is 2 damage that you can target, and at this point, we're getting pretty late in the game. He may not have many high damaging attacks left in his life deck. Really not pushing that much damage over there on the Cell deck. A lot of tech cards, a lot of control cards, but not pushing that much damage.
That's good to me. That's good to you.
Oh boy, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. He's gonna go. He's gonna enter.
He has to. He has Body Blow in his hand. He still has that overwhelming power. It's difficult for me to see his hand. He's covering it pretty well.
The 4th card is right throw right now.
So you're still keeping that finger block, which is good on you, because at this point, you almost only just need to survive in combat.
Yeah.
You don't really need to do much damage.
Technically, it should be destroyed. A judgment roll is discard. Because you already took the stage. He took the stages.
I think what this Cell deck is actually probably designed to do is rely on that level 3 power pushing damage for him, which is probably why his deck is full of control and tech cards, because he's really banking on that 7 life cards of damage every combat, but he just hasn't. He hit it once, but I think that's it. So he's gonna open up, enter on you. He's gonna use his level 4 power to get overwhelming power again.
Right.
Critting your anger. So showing one of the greatest things about Cell level 4 is getting that overwhelming power, not only for board clears, but also for a critical damage effect. I've talked to a lot of different players about how overwhelming power interacts with Cell, overwhelming power interacts with restored mastery. A lot of people say it's too strong in restored. I disagree. The critical damage effect is strong in certain situations. But you can see here, like, it only reduces anger by 1. It's not that strong. If he had ball 7 in play, it'd be a different story.
Okay, what does he do? All right.
Opens up with Key Burst. Really strong here. Shutting off how many cards in your hand? Wow, you got 2 balls there, bud. 2 balls and a finger block and 2 physical blocks.
Soft physical blocks and 2 balls.
Not bad. He's not going to be able to push too much damage with his energies. It doesn't look like he has very much damage. I would say probably you would want to respond with Declaration on Enraged, just to stop him from drawing a card.
Oh, that shuts down his Visage, I think.
Well, you have no damage in your hand right now.
Yeah.
You have plenty of physical blocks to stop him from reducing your stages. So I would do the Declaration on Enrage, then Declaration on Visage, then do your power. There you go. There's some endurance. I think you're still superior in left deck count right now. What has he got in his hand? I really wish I could see it.
The problem with the deck is, like, when you're winning, you're crushing, and when you're losing, you're
Okay, let's see what happens. Maybe the Declaration for the Visage or the Enraged, one of those two.
Yeah, really sad you drew into 2 balls here. You haven't been drawing very well in the defense, to be honest with you.
That's why I kept that finger block.
Yeah. Gonna do searching technique. Not bad. See what's left in his life deck. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing very many attacks. No, he has barely any attacks left.
Oh, man.
So getting rid of Time as a Warrior's Tool. Wow, it's like no attacks. He's got like 3 energies and a single physical left.
Oh, I remember what I did here. I targeted Time as a Warrior's Tool, checked my banish zone to see how many foreshadows were there, and I think I targeted a drill just to fill up the count of cards in his banish zone. Yeah.
See, personally, I would have probably just killed all the attacks. And then again, he does have a lot of blocks, and if he could push damage with his level 3, that might not be good for you. He's not going to hit it this combat, so. Overwhelming power on both declarations. That's not cool. You needed those. It's going to be hard for you to push damage now. You really can't even use your power.
I'm pretty much shut down.
Oh, he actually... It looks like you do use your power, but he responds with Outrage.
I like it.
Very interesting there. Personally, I just would have let that... I don't know how many cards is left in his life deck. I think he could have taken the 5 to do 10 to you.
Maybe he was hoping for more damage.
Yeah, you do have a hand full right now, so it's possible that he was considering that you had another attack, like Crushing Beam or a Disc. So gonna de-level you and actually get the full power use, because you did use your Krillin level 2 power. You have the power to use your level 1 power, although I'm not sure if you should because of that Visage in play.
Right.
And he does have a fair amount of rejuvenation on the board as well. He has that drill and he has Enrage, so he's going to be able to put 3 cards back into his life deck. And with Rescue as well, so that's 4.
Oh, that drill should be gone.
No. Oh, yeah, you're right, because he did de-level. Right, it only stays in play when you advance. So doing Body Blow, you may search, which is, I like the may on that. So he doesn't have to search, he's not going to. I think he's in E at 5 above. At least he's in D. So you could respond with a finger block. It's just really sad that you can't use your power. You got that knee catch in your hand. It would be perfect for you to level right now.
But he levels a lot.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do drop it down. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
I
life
used the knee
deck's getting
catch there.
pretty low over there, so.
I'm just gonna use my mastery discard. I mean, it's way better for like.
Just gonna mastery the ball to remove 2 cards. Looks like you've already committed to not using your power this combat. That's the best play in my opinion. You need to keep your life card advantage over the opponent. He only has 1 card in hand. Yep, shooting off the cell power. Immediately gonna do the physical block to respond with that.
I've been saving that for like 3 combats.
And I got so much
Just for cell level 3.
Ooh, I mean here, not sure if that's the best to rejuvenate the overwhelming power. He's keeping your board clear, but he has no attacks left in his life deck right now.
Yeah, he really can't do nothing to mitigate my life card count over him.
He is rejuvenating a lot, so he may. Looks like you guys didn't realize that his drill would be gone, and he used that.
Well, I don't leave him in my discard pile during the combat.
See, that's one of the reasons why it looks like this guy actually runs 2 copies of that drill in his deck. I'm not even sure if I would run it at all. I don't run it in my Saiyan cell build, because as soon as you de-level off 4, then you discard it.
Huh.
It's really good against the orange matchup, but you have things to do against orange. You have the energy focus. You know, you have overwhelming power pretty much on command.
Yeah. And you got the physical beatdown aspect of cell.
So it looks like, Rob, you're at about 25 cards right now, I feel. And it looks like he's at about 15.
Let's see what he does here. He might just use the enrage to
Just get a card in his hand.
get some cards back in his deck as well.
Yeah, true. At this point, you know, now that you've blown 2 physical blocks, I feel like it would be the best play for him to enrage, to try to hit you with an attack. Really intense game for both players. You know, you guys are playing for what, a full box right now. Oh
Yeah.
no, looks like he ended combat, so he's using the level 3 right now.
The
Removing.
mind games with Cell are so tense. You just have to time everything perfectly if you want to do well against them.
Yeah, you definitely need to be fully aware of what Cell is doing in order to beat him. You can't just kind of like blindly throw attacks or just do what your deck does. You have to think about
Physical
what Cell
attack?
is
I'll
doing.
stop that. Sure, why not? You want to
Like-
save those physical stops.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could at least counter with black and just remove a bunch of
Again, not targeting the physical stops.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
You got him.
there we go. Good job. Good on him.
Well, you know, removing the disc is pretty good against you as well. He doesn't have very many life cards left, so at this point, he can't really take disc.
Then again, I mean, the 4 doesn't help him in combat.
Got choke, wall breaker, and ball 6. Did you keep ball 2 in your hand actually?
I believe I did.
That's pretty awesome. That may help you seal. Yes, you did. That may help you seal the game right here. Taking, you know, ball 2, not the best against Cell. He's gonna de-level anyway, but you're taking a card away from him by de-leveling him because he's not gonna get his when entering level 4 power.
Right.
So now again, that drill should be discarded since he's de-leveled again.
We should have learned the first time around. All right. Gotta hold on to Sinchoke.
Yep, so gonna discard, rejuvenate the wall breaker. Wall breaker not really helping you at this point. It's good against Cell if you lock him on 1 or 2, but he's already jumping up and down. Unless you could de-level him again, which I don't think you're... there we go. Hey, we remember.
We learned.
Lots of non-combats over there in that deck. Not entering
So much
again.
control.
There's the 2 of the 3 attacks that he has left in his life deck.
Oh, he was at 4 anger, so all we need to do is pass and rejuve and go back up to 4.
Yeah, not bad at all. Oh, wow. Drawing into ball 7. Really strong over there on that side. So this is pretty much gonna very close to seal the game. He actually is pretty close to choke as well. He has 5 in play. If he played 2 more cards down, you could have an unstoppable choke. Then again, unless it kills him, you may not want to take that with Visage on board. But ball 7 is going to go a long way to pretty much seal this game for you. You know, he only has about 12 cards left. You're about 20. This will make that, you know, about really getting into single digits over there.
Yeah, thing about ball 7 is you pick your cards before your opponent mills.
Yeah, very important. I
Which
think
is
you should
very
definitely
crucial
choose
to
a
the card.
declaration here to get rid of that Visage and a finger block. Declaration, finger block, and something else.
Black control.
Maybe Crushing Beam or Blinding Burst, one of the two.
And all his tutor abilities.
Your hand is not very strong. Yep, good pick on the declaration there. Definitely want to do that.
Black Yamcha should be able to win, like,
2 declarations? I see you reaching for an hey, is one of those foil declarations mine or did I trade it to someone else?
You trade that to Ryan.
Oh yeah, because you wanted one. I'm sorry, that's right.
I
Because
have
you had 2 of
foiled in
them.
my deck, and all I need is one more to complete the foil set. And you say, no, I'm not trading it, and then somehow you trade it to Ryan. What?
Ryan offered me a heroic dashing punch, man. Not straight up for that, but it was in the deal, and I needed 2 dashing punches. I played too many heroes.
I think the best bet here is just to go for the second declaration. Why not?
I mean, yeah, he doesn't have any key bursts left, so I almost feel Crushing Beam would have been a better choice there. He does have Overwhelming Power still in his deck. There's the left kick, one of the last attacks he has in his deck. I think he only has like 2 attacks left in his deck.
Declaration, right? My friend got one with Goku Ball.
So rejuvenating the resistance, really stacking his deck in his favor. I don't know what that card he's been holding for a while is.
Getting to the end of the game here.
Yeah, Krillin, like,
Right, if he grabs that overwhelming power, then he'll capture potentially ball 7 and shut off the cards.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much his best play. And then he'll have Overwhelming Power to respond with your declaration if you Mastery it in play.
Right.
You are on level 1 though. So you can crit 7 back, but you're always risking. I think he only has 5 cards left. So a disc will actually seal it for you.
Here we go. He enters overwhelming power.
So this is pretty much his last-ditch effort here, but a pretty damn good last-ditch effort, if you ask me.
I like it. He's a good player.
Taking the ball 7, doing a clear, 6 damage swing, getting 3 cards, doing 3 cards of damage.
You could grab something here potentially to grab with Enraged, which is nice.
Yeah, very true. So depending on his hand, I mean, I don't know how many attacks he has in his hand. He's just going to be relying on his level 3 power. He knows you have that physical block. He may just want to grab a left kick just to go straight for life. So that way he can do his level 3 power, then left kick, and hopefully connect and do like 9 life cards with it.
So many mind games here. It's so intense. He's going on defensive, maybe?
So I think he is choosing a left kick. He wants to. He's thinking of that.
Just pick the card. Pick the left kick.
I mean, he's got blocks. I'm not sure if blocks are the best against you right now. Putting a spin kick to the top. So choosing 1 card at a time. I have actually 2 foil spin kicks. I'm really happy about that. Spin kick, left kick, and energy focus. Not really feeling the energy focus choice there. You don't really have anything in play to make it useful. Ball 6 would be the only thing. But he should be going for left kick So he's actually setting it up so energy focus is on the top.
I think that's actually a smart play because what he does with that card is, well, we'll see.
Okay, so he's actually going to stop you from using 7 power. So that's
Okay,
actually
well,
pretty good.
2 foreshadowings, a black command, and a sin choke here.
Wow.
Got optic flash, you get shoes.
Did you mill
On the blues problems always
for
I
7?
did. I milled the declarations and the choke.
That's
I
right,
mean,
and
the 2
yeah.
declarations and the finger block.
I think blues really
So he's going to start off with Enraged here, Rejuvenate, put some cards, very little cards back into his life deck, draw a card.
Yep.
So he actually has, let's see, he had 5, then he had 4, then he added 3 to make 7. So he's actually at 8 right now.
Look how big that hand is.
I want to see 20 blocks go well in this format. I think I like confidence shot a lot.
So really good on you drawing Foreshadowing. Literally, if he doesn't have Sphere, you can probably just seal it with Foreshadowing.
Tack drill, chopping drill.
It doesn't look like he plays any balls in that deck.
10 life.
So that's the first Foreshadowing. I think it's actually, is it going to hit for 5?
5.
Play domination. It's another 6 life.
Lots of endurance. I think it's 5, yeah. Because he's
Because I
got it
dropped
set up. You remove that drill earlier, and he definitely has all 3 types.
This is my deck, isn't it?
3 cards left.
Oof.
So, I mean, even if he only played 1 ball, he probably would play 7, and it'll banish since it's in play. So he's got pretty much 1 action. I mean, he didn't sphere the Foreshadow, so here comes Big Bad Domination. He's got that in his hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not my other foreshadowing.
Oh, man.
So I can't win a game with foreshadowing.
You can do your power, though, and actually kill him before he can Visage.
I think at this point I might be trying to capture ball 7 to mill the other 3.
Yeah. I mean, your power alone will kill him, so... Unless he has massive endurance. And if he does, then Visage is pretty much useless anyway.
Now I do want to play it.
So you have really strong position here. You can't use the Foreshadow, but that's okay. He only has 3 cards in his life deck right now. Yep, gonna do Krillin's power. Respond with a hand swipe. Alright, alright. So yep, and then doing the energy focus and actually probably going to shut off his own 7 and stopping you from, yep, there we go. Shutting off all the balls. Really good play here. I didn't think about shutting off the 7 in play.
It's a great play because I would have used Krillin's power to win the game.
Yep.
I mean my mastery to win the game.
So actually, it looks like you took more damage than you should have there.
No,
Oh no,
the
the hand
swipe.
swipe, I forgot about it. So it actually did 6.
Okay, here we go.
Until I find something else that I like.
Wow. Really coming down to the wire. You only have 7 cards in your life deck. Who entered combat?
Yes. He entered on me.
Okay, so you have that Sin Choke in hand. You can Mastery. Oh, you're just going to go for the Choke? Choke for win? You could have started with Mastery there. He does have still 3 cards in his life deck. But Choke will seal it for you if he doesn't have a block in his hand. Oh, and that's good game. Oh, excellent game. Excellent game. Really awesome. That was a great game, Rob.
I love that game.
So just showing the power of Cell Empowered. You know, a very techie version, very different version than I have my build being online. I'm not sure which is better against Black Krillin and Roshi and things like that. I don't know, but definitely interesting build, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, he seemed to shut down a lot of the answers that anyone could potentially grab against Cell. So you were right, that build was centered around Cell level 3 power, which is not a bad play call. I like it.
So good game to both players, and that was the final match of the Glassboro case tournament that happened 3 weeks ago, right after the Perfection set was released. So you saw initial Cell builds. I'm sure his build has changed since then. So good game to both players.
It was an awesome game.